Hello there, everyone. So, if you're one of those people that are trying to find a home from Windows 10, this is PikaOS 4, and I'm going to try to explain this to you the best that I can, okay? Um, Debian is what Ubuntu is built off of, okay? Now, originally, PikaOS 3 was built from Ubuntu, but again, Ubuntu comes with a lot of risks and a lot of issues, and there was more issues than anything, okay? And that just added just way too many problems. So what they did is they made PikaOS 4 from Debian. They took all the packages, I believe it was over 50,000 some packages, and they updated them to meet the packages within Arch Linux. The version types. So it was always up to date and ready to go. And this is probably the only Debian Linux distro that I can ever touch or use for an extended period of time before I go back and I am missing the AUR because, yeah, well, I was just born that way. I can't help that. The AUR is in my blood. Once it gets in your blood, it does not let go. So I'm going to go over some of the cool things that this thing does. And I don't know. I figured this would be a good home for people who are coming from Windows 10 because most of those people, they're gamers, they're content creators, and they're trying to find a home on Linux. And I get that. And they're going to the wrong places. They're going to Zorin OS. And I'm just thinking it would be better than Mint if it wasn't the exact same as Mint, just with a different desktop environment. So I don't know. Maybe this will help put people in the right place and they'll actually be happy and things like that because this handles your NVIDIA drivers out of the box. It keeps you in a stable, updated environment. If you ever have an issue, you mention it to the developer. The developer will do their best to troubleshoot and help you fix the issues, which is really, really nice. They've got like a little support thing going on. So the first thing is gaming out of the box. It's set up for pain-free Linux gaming. So after you do the installation for the first time, you're gonna be welcomed with a nice welcome screen where you run through choosing your drivers, and you're gonna run through whether you want to install Steam and other stuff, and it really, really does help, make it an out-of-the-box gaming experience. But you can also choose not to install the gaming stuff if you just want to be browsing. Performance is another one. Oh my good golly. So this is built with the CachyOS kernel with a few extra stuff in it. And they also optimize every package with O3, LTO, and AVX2. So AVX2 is sort of a requirement for running this distro, and most CPUs cover that, so you should be good to go. But it does help provide a major boost in performance that is very welcome when you're coming from Windows to Linux. It's like kind of a pain-free experience, you know. Again, it's highly compatible, so it's built off the Debian SID base with custom patches, ensures broad software and hardware support, so you can use .debs, don't worry. And it's completely open source. You can find all the code right here for everything. Simple as that. All right, so I wouldn't call this a gaming distro. I hate the term gaming distro. No, this is just an all-around distro that anyone can just jump in and use and enjoy. Simple, easy, beginner-friendly, has lots of UI software that will make life really easy. We'll jump into that here soon. So, including drivers for optimal hardware support, performance tuned, high software compatibility, open source. So here's the flavors. This is the GNOME edition, okay? I believe it also comes with a layout manager, so you can make this look like Windows, you can make this look like macOS, a whole bunch of other stuff, okay? And then it's got the KDE edition. KDE is buggy, to say the least. It can crash on you at any random time, but it's a thing, all right? There you go. And then it's got this, the Hyprland edition. This is honestly the one that I would recommend the most. I find that Hyprland has less issues overall with NVIDIA and AMD and all this other stuff. I know it seems scary at first, but, well, look what we're running right now. We're on Hyprland, so. And then it's got the Neri edition, which is, again, kind of interesting. It uses the same look and design. It's got them really cringy goth corners going on, but you can customize this the way that you want. There's a settings panel. I'll be going with this one today because, I don't you like installing anything related to KDE or GNOME these days. They tend to have their own weird issues. And yeah, I don't know if you like Neri or not. Hopefully, you should. These are both what are called Windows managers or tiling managers. So things will automatically tile and stack like this, but it does work well with multi-monitors and stuff like that. I have 3 monitors set up right now here. As you can see, this is pretty much desktop environment like I do everything with a mouse. I love the people complain when people complain, if you're using Hyprland, you must use a keyboard. Nope. Nope, I do not. I'm using my mouse right now to move this window around. No keyboard. Here, I'll show you. 1 second. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Is this me? Yeah, this is me. Yeah. See? If I was, I would be using this hand to handle the inputs. It's mapped to the middle mouse button because it wasn't doing anything. So it's like, there you go. Now, let's go over another thing. It's very important. That was me, by the way. Hi. So there's a standard ISO for you people out there that use AMD cards. Then there's the NVIDIA ISO. And each one of these comes with an NVIDIA ISO. So you NVIDIA users are well taken care of out of the box. I'm going to just grab that. There we go. Why does it say V3 and not V4? Yeah, so this is, I guess, one of the issues you'll come across. Distros like CachyOS support V4 processors, which is Zen 4 and 5. So it's an extra performance boost, but I don't really think it's going to matter very much for most people. So, because if you're using Windows 10 this whole time, you probably just have a V3 system or older, which is completely fine. And it downloads pretty quick, so that's also pretty good. Okay, so this is going to take a bit of time to download. Said no one ever with my internet speed. I'll be right back. Alright, now that it's done, I need to move this onto my Ventoid
So
drive.
as I said, I would attempt to do my best to show you. Okay. Also, please forgive my screen. I haven't cleaned it in a while. I didn't know it was this messy. Oh, we just got flashbanged. So I think this is the one we just downloaded. Or no, it's this one. But it can't be. Ah, it's this one. I think. 25.10.21. Boot to normal mode. Boot to Cachy mode. As I said, I'm going to do my best. So we're going to zoom in. You can see that it says install distro to system. I'm going to zoom back out. And it's basically just a whole bunch of English and stuff. Like there you go. This is the best that I can do to show you the whole screen. And we're going to hit next. Just agree to that down there. I got to do better at writing that out. This is your keyboard select. So again, if you need to, you know, chose English because that's what we got going on for this keyboard. Gonna hit next. Time zones. Honestly, I don't care. Now this is automatic partitioning. If you want it to be, there was also manual partition. And we're going to click the 500 gig drive because that's where Zorin is. And I want XFS. You can choose whatever you see fit. If you want to choose ButterFS, you can, and you can have a sub volume, and you know, it's up to you. Again, what you do. For boot, we're going to want to select the MSI compatibility mode. Let's see if I can zoom in to show you. Right there. And you can set your timeout for booting up certain things, right? And then I'm going to just hit install. And then we're going to zoom out. It's going to go over your information right there. Okay. And then the button on the other side, I'm so sorry about this. Basically, Oh, wait, there's a button on the bottom. It basically tells you confirm. See the big red button down there? And now it's installing. And I kid you not, it will be done in a matter of seconds. Well, at least it should be. I know there probably was other ways that I could have shown you this full setup, but I'm installing this on my system, so yeah, and it's pretty much finished now at this point. It's just copying extra packages from the live medium and done. So that's it. And the options, if I can zoom in, can I please zoom in? Zoom! Are exit installer, reboot system, and so on. All right. So this is our first boot. There's a let's start button right there. This is where you would connect to your Wi-Fi if you haven't done so already, but since I have Ethernet, I don't need to. And this is where you enter your username, your host name. I'm gonna just enter Pika, and your password and your password. And it's gonna ask you if you want to check for updates. So it's got a built-in system updater. Okay. Now, this is what's going to handle your drives. So as you can see up there is the latest version, I believe. I can't really, it doesn't really show what's going on here, which version of the driver that is. I don't think it says, it just says latest. I got to talk to them about that, but yeah, if you already have your drivers installed, there's the skip driver installation button. And then you're going to want to install your codecs, because again, they handle everything for you, and that's going to go do it really quickly. And again, this is a really cool installation. Admit it. Oh god, ew, square corners. Oh. Look how cringe the square corners are. Gross. Okay. So once that's done, this is the gaming meta package. This handles Steam, Lutris, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you need for gaming. And so far, this is pretty easy and out of the box, isn't it? It beats Zorin OS by 10,000 miles in terms of the things that are being done for you. Okay, you gotta hit OK, and that's it. See you on the desktop.
Okay, guys, we are on PikaOS now. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to open up this. This is the welcome screen, and it shows you a lot of stuff in here. Let's take a better look at that driver manager, because I want to know exactly what's in it and which driver I'm on for my graphics card, which is right here. G70 Ti. It says we're on this one. And there's the 580 right there. So we are on the 580. That's good to know, because it doesn't really tell us in here what we're on at the moment. So let's just check this. Yep, so we're on the newest NVIDIA driver as of right now, as of recording this video, which is great. Is there anything else we can take a look at? Yeah, so this just goes over all the stuff that's connected into your system. So if you're in here and you take a look at this and you have an AMD card, it's going to show Mesa for you, which is pretty nice, and it'll have the latest version of Mesa and the Git version, okay? So there's the first thing. The second thing is it has a kernel manager. All right, so if you head in here, you're able to do this type of stuff, and I believe, is it this or is it this button? Is the 6.18 kernel even here yet? I'd love if it was. No, it's not yet. Not that I can find anyway. Maybe it's under a different different name or something. If we needed to, we could always open up this and do sudo apt search. Pika. Linux headers. The newest ones will come up near the end. I'm not seeing it, but I gotten so used to the RC driver, or the RC kernel, that it's hard to really go back. But yeah, maybe it's in here, maybe it's not. I just don't see it as of right now. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You got your set up your printer support, update your system. We'll go over that in a second. And yeah, here's your recommendations for stuff. There's OBS. OBS comes with a lot of different stuff, so it comes with everything you should need, including game capture. So if we actually go disable this and we click right here, you can see it as game capture, audio capture, input. All of the stuff is already pre-implemented and dealt with, so you won't really need to set anything up for that. Look and feel. Okay, so we launch this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's the layout that used to be here? Layout? It's gone. Damn it. It's probably not installed with this one, and I got to install it for GNOME and stuff. Alright, so we took a look at that. Let's take a look at the update manager. There we go. So this is it. Usually these icons end up working. You can see the repos that it pulls things from. Yeah. So it comes with a nice nifty update manager. PikaOS is pretty damn cool out of the box. So, you know, it's definitely a good distro to support and be supportive of, you know what I mean? Again, I have a hard time staying on it because I'm used to the AUR. So that's like, it's a part of Arch that just offers you every package known to mankind. It's very useful. So with that, I don't really think there's anything else I need to do or show. I don't think. We could do a quick test, actually, performance-wise with Guild Wars 2 compared to the Zorin OS thing. Okay. Steam's all set up and ready to go. I just had to close it real quick to do a little restart with it. We are going to have to edit one more thing. That's the downloads. We got to turn this off because this is no longer necessary, as well as this. Other than that, I don't need to change much of anything. Let's hit play. And let's hope for the best, performance-wise. I'm going to probably need to install something else too later for my alt tabbing. Yeah. Oh, there's that. Again, play. Okay. Let's go grab us some charts here. Let's make it so you guys can actually read everything. There we go. Now we got to make sure that we're on the same exact settings as we were with Zorin, because that matters. So here. Yep, okay. Let's teleport directly where we need to be. That way we can make life easy. So there's the performance with PikaOS. 135 that way. 236 this way. Where with Zorin, when we look this way, it was about 70 to 100 FPS. And for this, we were, what, 60 minimum. So yeah, not a very good performer. Let's actually change this to Ultra. Still better FPS. Yep. Okay. What is in the view of that helmet? Is it the original Lion's Arch, or is that... What a small little person. It's hard to tell what these reflections are. Interesting. There's the performance for you. Not bad. A lot more stable. Feels a lot better than it did with Zorin, that's for sure. Again, newer kernel, newer drivers. We're on actual Wayland versus X11, which means better performance out of the gate. Second, I'm a little tipsy. I think I just stood up. There we go. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy the look of PikaOS and everything that it does, from the looks of the video, support it. It's a really good distro. And the best part is it's completely free. It doesn't make you pay $77 for a pro version. But again, you can support the developers by making a donation to them, which, trust me, they deserve it. And the next video will be on CachyOS. I'll do an in-depth video on that. Look at the cat stretch. So cute. And I'll see you guys next time. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new here. If you're new to the Linux world, I teach Linux. I cover everything about Linux. You can find that in the description below. There's a playlist and should have everything. And yeah, see you guys. I hope you had a great day.